Gone, Shalom. I'm the brother Kwatazab Sayan, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with the brother
Bashar.
But before we start, we want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Akim that are laboring in the four corners of the earth in sincerity and in truth. Gone. Shalom.
Gone. Yeah, man. So what we're going to talk about is the topic that Esau is always constantly spying, man. You know, I just saw this article this morning. The article says smartphone apps sending intensely personal information to Facebook, whether or not you have an account. You know, and there was this funny post also. You know, you got Facebook and you got Instagram, right? Now the short term for Facebook is FB, and then Instagram is the I, right?
IG.
So they say FBI, FB, Facebook, and Instagram is FBI. You know, because they spying the shit out of you, man. And the main reason is to see, you know, what's going on, man. What's going on among the people, you know, if they are ready to receive this chip, you know, to usher in the chip. You know, they have all kind of experiments. They have all kind of experiments wherewith they observing the people, what's going on, what's the mind state, if they are getting simple as fuck, or if they are still able to think. You know, because if the people is getting simpler and simpler, things will get easier and easier for them to usher in, man. Because they don't stand still and realize what's going on. You know.
Can I say something? It's like on FB, on Facebook, I have multiple accounts. I have one for, you know, for some stupid shit. If I make a clip from a game or whatever, and then I want to load it up, so there I don't have my face, you know. But now I was looking in some kind of groups. I was trying to post something, but they said, wait, we want to verify if this is really you. Take a picture of yourself and load it up, and then we're gonna scan to see if it's really you. I'm like, wait a second, I never uploaded my face anyway, so how are you gonna verify that? So they're just coming with tricks, you know, and trickery to let you give them your personal information. It's the same thing with the finger password. You don't have to type any password anymore. They just scan your fingertips, and then they have that also.
They have your fingerprints in the database, man. Hey, that's crazy, because what do you have to do to when you get arrested? You have to do all 5 fingers, you know. And what do you have to do when you want to verify your fingerprint on this smartphone? You got to do it 10 times. You know, you got to place it different ways so that they have the whole finger, and then they say, yeah, it's beneficial for you. Otherwise, sometimes you will not be able to get into your phone,
or it might be hacked by somebody.
Yeah, shit like that. But meanwhile, they receiving your information, man, and they selling it to people. They selling it to companies. You know, and they're doing their research with it, man. You know, so what happened with me when I was still using Facebook, I had my Hebrew name on the Facebook. This was when I just came in the truth, and Facebook sent me a message. They blocked my page because I was pushing a lot of truth there. You know, I was pushing scriptures constantly, you know, battling with people on the comment boards and stuff like that, you know, constantly bringing out truth, news articles and stuff. And all of a sudden they blocked my page. They said, you need to verify who you are. We have a feeling that this is not your true name. Put your true name, take a picture of your passport, and send it to us. I was like,
passport,
fuck out of here, man. Yeah, or your ID card or your passport. I was like, hell no, man. I'm not gonna do that. You crazy? So there goes my there went my page, man. That was my page, you know. can't use it anymore. So that's what Esau does, man. Esau is spying on your ass.
Yeah.
So read Jeremiah.
We're not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah 5 and 6. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them.
Start at 5.
Jeremiah 5 and 5. I will get me unto the great men, and I will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahweh, and the judgment of their power. But these have altogether broken the yoke, and thrust and burst the bonds. Verse 6. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them.
Yeah, so the nation of Israel is being spoiled, man. You know, even the great men from back in the ancient times, man, even they are being spoiled as we speak, man. You know, by the hand of Esau. You know, by the hand of Esau, which is the sword of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, they spoiling us, they robbing us. They was rape, robbing, murdering us. You know, but they still are, man. Don't think that you are in a good predicament, man. You know, yesterday I was working with this cracker. This cracker dared to tell me that slavery had only been beneficial for us because now we in a Western Esau wants to say, yeah, now y'all in a Western country, so you gotta be happy that slavery happened. Otherwise, y'all would still be running naked through the desert without water. He said that otherwise y'all had to still walk 10 kilometers to get some water. I said, listen, man, those cartoons and those animes that y'all saw about Africa, that's not even how it is, man. You know, but this is what is being portrayed into the minds of the people. But actually, we had great empires in West Africa, man. The Timbuktu Empire, the Ashanti Empire. We had great empires, man. Mansa Musa, still one of the richest persons that ever lived. Hey, he was selling those crackers like crazy, man. Of course, they're hiding that information. You know, so he said that is actually beneficial for us.
Yeah, but that's how Esau is pre-programming their citizens. You know, the people, they don't do their own research or know where we actually come from. They just repeat what they've been told.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So read on. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So great men, you know, are also under the yoke of Esau now, man. You know, we still in captivity, we still in slavery, we still gotta work every day, pay taxes, you know, pay all kinds of shit. You know, when you think you in a good situation, you have some money, you know, put on the side for some things that you want to buy, then Esau comes. You gotta pay this, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay government this, government that, you know, garbage disposal this, and these are amounts of money that, why would that, what does the amount of money like that have to do with garbage, man?
Yeah.
Garbage disposal. It's too much, man. But hey, that's what it is. We, Yahushua said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar. So that's what we do, man. So read on.
Go on, verse 6. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Every one that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces.
God. So Esau is that leopard, man. Esau is that lion, that wolf, and that leopard. You know, but if you look at the characteristics of a leopard, if you go to South America, man, and you're trying to photograph a black panther or a leopard, man, you dead if you try to do that, man. Because they see you, but you don't see them.
Yeah, they see you.
You might think that, yeah, you're gonna sneak up on him, but he saw you already. He saw you a long time ago. He's sitting in the tree. Listen, man. That's why the Native Americans, they was imitating the ways of the leopard. You know, and even these South American Indians, what they did was, if a tiger or a leopard was bathing somewhere, you know, they would jump in that water where he was bathing, so they would receive those powers. You know, they believe that they got that strength. You know, so the Native Americans was imitating a lot of animals with their battle tactics. That's why they was jumping out of the trees with the axe, chopping the head in of these crackers. You know, they was having tactics like that, and now Esau copied them. That's why a lot of these Edomite weaponry is called after Native Americans, man. You got the Apache, you got the Chinook. Those are Native American tribes, man. You know, so the ultimate warriors, you know, were basing their techniques upon these animals. So the leopard, he's very stealthy. He's just observing you, and you don't even know it. So we all got these smartphones, and they spying the shit out of us, and we don't even know it, man. You know, we enter into the city area, and there are all kind of cameras over there spying on us, and we don't even know it, man. Just listening to the teachings, you know, scanning your face, looking at your biometrics, things like that, man. You know, because it's heading towards the time that they are gonna usher in this RFID chip, which this RFID chip is also gonna work on biometrics, man. Otherwise, people, their hands is gonna be chopped off if they are gonna rob you. Chop off your hand, then use that chip of yours that is stashed with millions of you know, numbers. I can't call it money because it's just numbers.
Just credits.
It's just credits, yeah. Millions of credits, and then they you know, think they're gonna be able to use that, but they will not, because that chip is it works on biometrics. You know, so they are busy with that too. In London, I believe, in these football stadiums, you know, on the outside of these football stadiums, they have these cameras that scan your biometrics and that recognize your face, so they know who enters into the stadium. You know, they're busy with all kinds of shit, man. That's that leopard spying technology that they have, man. That's what the Most High gave them, but they copied it from the Most High. You know, they copied it from the Most High. You know, which is gonna say it in Hosea. Give me Hosea.
Scared that was gonna happen. There's Hosea, what was it? 10? Right?
Hosea 13 and 7.
Hosea 13 and 7. Therefore I will be unto them as a lion, as a leopard, by the way will I observe them.
You see, so this is the Most High speaking. The Most High said, I will be, by the way, as a lion, just checking them out. You ever saw a lion just chilling in the grass, and the gazelle or the zebras, they see, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing now. He's just watching. You know, he's just laying there.
Yeah,
and all the cattle just walks by, he's just checking them out. You know, and the leopard, he's just laying in the tree, and he sees all the food, you know, walking up and down. He ain't finna do nothing at this moment, just observing, just checking them out. That's how the Most High is checking us out too. But what? Esau thinking that he's sitting in the seat of the Most High, man. You know, grab that. So Esau is thinking that he is like the Most High. Esau thinks that he can do the things that the Most High does. You know, which is observe you from the heavens, man. The eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than ours, man. You know? The Most High sees everything.
Where can I find that?
Ezekiel 28, verse 4.
This is the book of
Isaiah 13, I believe, Isaiah 14.
This is the book of Ezekiel 28.
Begint te sliden of zo. Je laat het gewoon. Houd anders gewoon vast.
Ezekiel 28 verse 4. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thy riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of Yahweh. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thine wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
So Esau got rich off his so-called wisdom, which is wisdom and wickedness, man. That's how he got rich, through trafficking, slavery, you know, drugs, rape, rob, and murder. That's how Esau got rich, you know. And that's that wisdom. And he thinks that he can just do all these type of things because he thinks that he sits in the seat of the Most High, you know. Esau thinks that he's the Most High himself. That's why what you saw in this movie, I believe the Fast and Furious, maybe it's 5 or 6, they had God's eye. They called it God's eye.
Yeah.
You know? So this device could hack into every phone and every camera that is in the world, man. You know, so if I'm now holding this phone like this and this and that, they can hack into this phone and use this camera to find someone that my phone is pointing to, you know, or you know, get the information of what they're talking about in that area, things like that. Don't think that Esau doesn't have that, man. You know, that's that thing that Esau's trying to mimic the Most High with, man. The Most High hears all our conversations. Guess what? The Most High even knows our thoughts, man. Grab that in Ezekiel 11 and 4, I believe.
This is Ezekiel 11 and 4. Therefore prophesy against them, prophesy, O son of man. And the Spirit of the Lord fell upon me, and said unto me, Speak, thus saith the Lord. Thus have ye said, O house of Israel, for I know the things that come into your mind, every one of them. So the Most High knows even the things that come into your mind, man. The Most High even knows your thoughts. So what does Esau want to do? He wants to know your thoughts also. How is Esau going to be able to know your thoughts? The RFID chip, man. Go. The RFID chip. There was this recent post, this recent article on the RFID chip, wherein it says that with that RFID brain chip, your brain is going to be able to send out signals to this device that is linked with. So a big ass computer, let's say a military, a soldier is in the streets, or a soldier is in the field, and he scans a certain thing. He can send brain signals by that RFID chip in his brain to the device, let's say to the office where they are doing all kinds of shit. Yeah. You know, but if he can do that, then they can do it also towards him, you know, and bug him the fuck out, you know. So they're gonna be able to tap into your brain, man, and know your thoughts. You know, that's a thing that the Most High actually is only able to do. But he thinks that he is like the Most High, man. Esau thinks that he sits in the seat of the Most High, like it says in Isaiah, I think Isaiah 14. It also says it here in the Ezekiel. Should I read that further?
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 28 and 8. They shall, no, and 9. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man, and no God, in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Yeah, so the Most High is gonna deal with these people, man. And they aren't gonna be no gods in the hand of the men that are gonna be set up to put hands upon these Edomites, man. You know? Because the men of the Lord are gonna be able to lay hands upon these Edomites, because the Most High is gonna use them to lay judgment upon them, man. Here it says
Verse 14, Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? You know, so what does Lucifer mean? Lucifer means light bearer. Esau has this secret society which they call the Illuminati, which Illuminati means light bearers too. You know, so who's this Lucifer talking about? It's talking about Esau. So it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Esau weakened the nations, man. You know, with their bullshit, especially us, man. You know, until the point that they are now just checking out what we doing every minute of the day, you know, and observing us, man, spying on us until they get that power, wherewith they gonna say, you know, there is no Most High, we are the Most High, and then the Most is gonna beat the shit out of them, because who are you to think like that, man? The Most High give them these perks. The Most High gave them these abilities. Verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. Who are the stars of the Most High, man? The Israelites. So Esau thought, I'm going to excel above the stars of the Most High. Literally and physically. Spiritually and physically. You know, they are ascending above the stars. They're going into space. They have these space stations. But the stars spiritually of the Most High are the Israelites, man. The people of Israel. You know what did the Most High say to Abraham? I will multiply the seed like the stars of heaven. You know, so spiritually it's talking about us, and they did excel above us, because the scripture says the children of darkness became wiser than the children of light. So they know more than us. You know, but now they see the Spirit of the Most High is bringing back His people and is setting us in order before their face. So Esau knows his time is up, man. So it says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You see, so Esau's working to be like the Most High, man. That's why he's spying on people. That's why he's trying to go into all these devices, you know, to push his agenda, man, because the devil knew that he had but a short time, you know. So that's basically it, man. A quick video concerning this devil, what they are doing. You know, we about to go to camp, start the camp, and you know, with that we want to say Kal Alayam, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakadash, Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.